Hi guys, this is Nirav Kaku from Embarcadero, and today I'm going to show you how to install uh, your own generative AI engine for RADStudio 12.2 so that you can leverage all the AI features within the IDE. Particular video is going to concentrate on which is Ollama, which is basically the free option available so that you don't have to depend on chat gpt, although that is possible. We are going to right option, right? So the first thing that you have to do is you have to basically have docker installed. I'm going to just bring it up here and make sure that you have got docker desktop installed on your machine. So once you have docker installed and running, and you can actually open up the PowerShell, run as an administrator. Um, and what you can do is you can paste this command, right? Now, what this is going to do is it's going to actually get the latest container for Embarcadero code Llama, and it's going to install that container and expose it on port number 11434, and this is the model that it's going to actually get. So if you quickly run this, it will take about 5 maybe 10 minutes for it to download, because it's already showing that I already have a container called code llama installed, and that's what you can see here. So please make sure that you have run this command, and once you run this command, you should be able to see your container here. You don't have to do anything, just go with the default settings, and once you can see here, all you have to do is say click start, and it's going to take a while for it to start, maybe the first time. Please note that I actually don't have a GPU on this computer, so the responses are going to be pretty slow because this is a CPU only computer. But if you have a GPU, it's going to be faster, right? So the default port is 11434, which is also exposed at the same port, so you can see that. And very simply, if I just go and go to the browser, it's going to open the browser there, and you should see Ollama is running, right? The other way to sort of test it is you can go to the logs, and you can see that it is listening. You can see the terminal, you can inspect the port and everything, but just to make sure that everything is running. And finally, just to be safe, we can also do a postman call to test and actually give it a prompt, ask a question and ask for a response. Currently, of course, we are not doing anything with the IDE. We are just simply testing it on Postman, right? So, and with Postman, what you can also do is you can just look for the collection. Like you can go here and look for Ollama REST APIs, and you find that collection, and you can simply add that collection in your workspace, like I have done here. Uh, and then you can the collection will give you a set of options, and you can basically start calling, right? So let's say that for now you have a Docker desktop Embarcadero Ollama container running. You've got your Postman API also, uh, and now you can actually simply just start chatting with it. We're going to give a small experimental stuff. So what we are going to do here is we are going to basically talk to our uh, Docker AI model that is running here, and we're going to start chatting with it. This is simply come from the Postman collection, so I'm not going to change anything much. All I'm going to do is give it a role, saying this is the user, and I'm going to give it a simple prompt saying, you know, use the for loop statement in Delphi to get each item from the array string, right? A very simple sort of question that you can ask the AI model. And remember, once again, that the model that we are using here, this is a variable, a mustache variable, and it's going to use this model, which is what we have installed here, right? Code Llama latest, right? So that's the model it's going to use, and then it's going to ask this question, right? So let's just quickly test it just to see if everything's working all right. I'm going to go ahead and hit try. Unfortunately, I don't have a GPU on this computer, so I guess we will have to wait a little bit. But of course, when I'm making the video, I'll fast forward the wait time, so you guys don't have to wait. And although it did take quite a while for it to return an answer, but it has returned an answer for us, right? So we know that our model is working. Now, how do you integrate this into your IDE, right? So I'm going to open up Delphi, right? And in Delphi, what I have to do is I have to go to Tools, I'll go to Options, and in that options, I can see Smart Code Insight, right? And in the Smart Code Insight, I can all I have to do is say, okay, what do I want to use as default for my AI engine? Default for my chat. And in our case, of course, because it's a homegrown, home running model, I'm going to say Ollama, and then I can go here, and I have to click. I have to click Enable AI, and then I'll go to Ollama, and I'm going to put in the base URL, which is where it's running. You can see that the base URL was HTTP localhost 11434, which exactly coincides with localhost 11434, and the model name I'll say as Code Llama. Now, important thing to know is that the doc wiki may show you API/generate, but that won't work with the IDE. You actually have to remove this and just give the base URL, and the API/generate is actually part of the IDE call. So just make sure that this is done, and we can save it, and let's go ahead and open a new project, a VCL application. And now let's go to code and just write something like function add, and let's put it just right. Let's just put function add, right? And let's select this. We can right click, Smart Code Insight, and let's choose one of these options, right? Complete the code, right? We don't know what add is. We don't know. We don't have any idea, and we expect the model to understand what I'm trying to do, and just simply complete my code for me. So let's try and click that. And because this is a CPU based, once again, it's going to be a little slow for the model to come back with an answer. And you can see what has happened is that the model has actually completed the code for us. Now, this is really sort of a simplistic question, and it is. It looks very simple, but the fact that the model understood what we are asking, and it is fundamentally understood how to write that function is a big thing in itself, right? So, so that's one of the things that you can do. The other thing that you can do is you can actually have a chat, right, with the model, and you can put it here, and and you can say, I'm just going to say hello. Okay. Right. So it's chatting with us already. um, let's try and give it another model, saying that how do how does one create a class, let's just say a generic class in a class with generic parameter, or it's a generic in Delphi. Okay, so quickly try and see if I can chat with it, and it's doing what it does. And again, it will take a little bit of, and there it is. It has answered us in some form. In Delphi, you can create a class with generic host and declare my class, and it just can simply just copy and sorry, copy and paste it, and there it is. And then, of course, you can read a little bit more on it, and start working with AI in your own projects. I hope this video has helped you. Thanks.